I've headed over to Universal Grill, so on the weekdays they have dinner service, but their weekends are extra special because they serve brunch. And that's exactly what I'm treating myself to today. 100 years ago, this place was a diner, so they have some of the original decor, and to stick with the diner theme, they have a stacked brunch menu on Saturdays and Sundays full of some of your favorite comfort foods. So their buttermilk pancakes are one of their top sellers, and I would like to call this a mini cake because they're so humongous. I saw them and I was like, what? That's a pancake? But I guess it's a literal pancake. So the pancakes are Dutch style, so they start by cooking it on the stove in a pan, then they toss it in the oven to bake, and then they serve it with a raspberry sauce and some fruits and whipped cream. And now when you actually cut into the pancake, it is extremely fluffy and light, and I drown my pancakes in syrup all the time, so the raspberry sauce that they served it with just added the perfect hint of sourness. The Huevos Rancheros is a hefty egg meal, so on the bottom there's a grilled tortilla, they add some beans on top, and the eggs that they use, there's two of them. They start off by frying it, they add some cheddar cheese, and then they toss that in the oven. So then they place that on top, and they also serve it with some guacamole, which is homemade, some sour cream, and homemade tortilla chips. I would like to say this is a little bit of a monster meal because I chose the hard way and I picked it up and attacked it. But I guess if you really wanted to, you could use a fork and knife to eat it. Whenever I'm having brunch, I have to find a way to fit a grilled cheese sandwich in there. So the grilled cheese that they have here is called the ultimate grilled cheese, and it's kind of like a triple decker situation. So they use 3 slices of challah bread, and then they also use 3 cheeses. So it's cheddar cheese, Havarti cheese, and goat cheese. And they also stuff it with tomatoes and spinach. Now I know that grilled cheeses are relatively a simple kind of meal, but this one is super packed. So when you bite into it, you get some of the cheese in there, and you get the nice juicy tomatoes. Typically, I like to dip my grilled cheeses in ketchup, but now that there's tomatoes inside, there's no need for ketchup. Convenient. Overall, the 3 dishes that I had today were a really good combination of sweet and savory, and they were all extremely filling. Now, these were only a couple things off of the brunch menu, so maybe it's time for round 2.